So I was playing Yakuza again for like the 8th time because I just love that series so much, from its characters to its crazy stories, but I would be lying if a huge part of me loving Yakuza is the idea of Yakuza itself. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I find a romanticism with the idea of Japanese badass gangsters where every one of them has their own story to them. Like, why does that guy have a penguin on his back? You don't want to know! But hey, if you're also a fan of the Yakuza character type in media, particularly in manga, well, you know what? I think I got you on something, and it's a little bit different. Today, let's talk about Gokushufudou, or also known as the Way of the Househusband. Okay, I can see some eyebrows raising, but you know what? Hold on a second. This is the main character of the series, and you're like, wait, huh? What's going on here? Well, let me get deeper into this. Gokushufudou is a comedy manga by Kousuke Oono that revolves around the life of an ex-Yakuza's daily life as a professional house husband. Even though the series is fairly new, it is doing insanely well right now in Japan, securing accolades left and right, like Pixar's 2018 top comedy and overall manga. It was also acknowledged as the runner-up of last year's Tsugi ni Kuru Manga Awards in the web manga category, and also came in at number 9 of last year's web manga general election. Oh, and I can't forget the Kono Mangaka Sugoi Guidebook for 2019 also ranked the series at number 8 for top manga series for men. Whew, to be ranked so highly and be under 40 chapters, this series has been doing really well. But hey, enough of the awards, let us get into the story. The story revolves around Tatsu, or also known as the legendary Immortal Tatsu, who once defeated an opposing clan all by himself, but he left it all behind and, well, became a house husband. Now we follow his daily life as a house husband where he's cooking and cleaning and doing whatever, but with a gangster flair. Now there isn't an underlying plot between the chapters, but that's not what the story is trying to be about. It's supposed to be focused on Tatsu and how he interacts with the characters of the world around him. Each chapter bringing a perfect representation of what would an ex-Yakuza do in this situation. Like when you think he's gonna get in a fight with a former clan rival but then puts mittens on his hands instead, or when an anime figure breaks and the only way to fix the problem is by burying it 6 feet deep. Knowing that alone, you know you're gonna get that Yakuza fix. But besides Tatsu, there's other characters that have been established in the series, like his wife, Miku, who's the real breadwinner in their relationship. And what I really like about them is that they're not a cookie-cutter couple. It's less lovey-dovey and more about respect, which I can kind of get into, but it doesn't mean the quirkiness between the two are gone. Like, I love the fact even though they're married, Miku would still often think in her head that, wow, Tatsu looks pretty creepy right now. Now, there hasn't really been any information leading to how they got together, which I enjoy. A little bit of mystery, because I wanted to build more, because these two together are an ideal couple I can really get behind. Besides Miku, there's also Masa, a former underling in the clan that Tatsu used to be a part of, and he's more of a street thuggish character, and there kinda is already an establishing arc with this guy, and I like where it's going. I hope to see more of this guy in the future. Oh, and I can't forget about Tatsu Miku's pet cat, Keen, that little bastard. But so far, those are the recurring characters that have been introduced in the series. Even though that's the case, the diversity of face shapes and appearances of each character tends to be very unique. Even some of the background characters that you just see for one chapter all have their own personality behind them, which I have to say Oino's art style was made for comedy. The expressions drawn on characters are so spot on, they really do help with the punchlines. Like sometimes a panel with no dialogue, just expressions, can make me laugh uncontrollably, and it's quite embarrassing in public. But to circle back on that whole no dialogue thing, this manga relies on a lot of scenes just with complete silence, but letting the visuals do the talking and setting up the punchline. You get that right off the bat on the very first couple of pages of the first chapter, where you see Tatsu and you're just like, who is this badass? What does he do? And next thing you know it, he's making cutesy bento boxes. Yes, that is what I want. For my overall thoughts about Gokushufudou, I am so happy to have stumbled onto this manga, really. And yes, I know comedy can be kind of subjective, but I do feel like its range of appeal to an audience is super wide, and I think anyone could get into it. And as I read more chapters, I have a feeling in my gut that this thing's gonna spread more like wildfire, and it's already doing really great. And also to have read that the mangaka behind Gokushufudou did 9 years as an assistant, and this is his first debut manga? Okay, I want to support him even more. The Way of the Househusband was picked up by online publisher Kuragi Bunch and has currently 2 volumes out right now on Amazon Japan. And I know, Zayden, I can't read Japanese, brother. And you know what? Do not worry, because I have some good news. VIZ Media has picked up the English publishing rights for the series and will be releasing the first volume, physical, drumroll please, this year in fall. That's right, 2019 fall, we will be seeing the first volume of Gokushufudou, The Way of the Househusband, and I'm gonna get my back tattooed to celebrate. Okay, I'm not gonna get a back tattoo, but I will say that you should totally buy the first volume when it's released, or read it however you can, because this series is the best. And I'm calling it now, 2020, we're gonna be singing anime, because damn it, it's needed. With Tatsu being such a badass as a house husband, maybe I should be a house husband. Hold on. Hey, I'm thinking about being a house husband. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have a wife.
マサ、わかっとるやないか。兄貴
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video, and I want to say sorry for taking so long to put this video out. I've just been swamped so hard with work lately. However, I'm actually really happy how this video turned out, and I hope you really did enjoy it. Seriously, I am. But now I gotta give some shoutouts to some people that deserve it. Right off the bat, I gotta give a huge shoutout to Desuplex for the art he did as me as Tatsu. I love it so much. You know what? You should go down below in the description and check out his Twitter. It's pretty great, honestly, it is. And of course, I gotta give a shoutout to my boy Anaugi for the sprite art that he's done for me. Thank you again, brother. You are always awesome. Please check his Twitter down below as well. Also, check out the Mangaka of Gokushufudou's Twitter. I also have that link down below. Last but certainly not least, I gotta give a shout out to you because you know what? I love you so much. That's why I work so hard on these videos. And the next Let's Talk video I'm already in the process of making right now. But hey, you know how it is. Until that next video, you have an awesome one. Peace.